Thank you so much, Sarah. I really appreciate you sending money to my parents. I'm sorry for the trouble.
Well, your parents seem to be in real financial trouble, so we can't just ignore them.
I'm so disappointed in my parents. They've reached retirement age and are living on their pension, but they're still traveling and enjoying expensive meals, using up all the retirement funds.
They should have received about $20,000 in retirement money, right? I can't believe they spent it all in just a few years. I guess it's good they're energetic, but...
They're too energetic. That's the problem. I wish they'd think about their future.
I agree. We'll provide the $1,000 as monthly support since it's urgent, but please have them review their finances during this time.
I'll handle that, don't worry. I can't provide financial support, but I'll be strict with them instead. I'll thoroughly manage their finances from now on.
That would be tremendously helpful. I'm not sure how long we can keep up this level of support.
I understand. I'll make sure they get their spending under control as quickly as possible.
Wait, aren't you and your husband sending money to your parents too?
How could we possibly afford that? We have 3 kids. Maybe it's easy for you childless couples to send money, but not for us.
It's not like we have that much extra money either.
Kids are expensive, you know. We don't have any room to help our parents. If anything, we could use some help ourselves. Maybe you could send us money too?
What?
Just kidding. Of course I feel bad that my brother and his wife are bearing all the burden. I'll work hard to review their finances so you won't need to keep sending money. I can't contribute financially, but I'll help in other ways.
Well, I suppose that's something at least. Maybe you could help by checking in on them regularly?
Absolutely. I'll visit them twice a week and go through their expenses line by line.
That would be really helpful. Make sure they understand this isn't sustainable long term.
I'll make it crystal clear. They can't keep relying on you two forever. Don't worry, I've got this handled.
Thank you, Emily. I hope we can resolve this situation soon.
Me too. They're lucky to have such a generous daughter-in-law. I'll text you updates on their progress.
Hey Ken, are we the only ones supporting your parents? I thought Emily and her husband would be contributing too.
Sorry, I complained to Emily that it wasn't fair for us to bear all the burden, but she insisted it was absolutely impossible, and when she pulled the childless couple wouldn't understand card, I couldn't argue anymore.
That's her trump card, isn't it? True, we don't have children, so our living expenses are lower, but that doesn't mean we have that much extra money.
I tried explaining that to her, but she just kept talking about school fees and clothing and food costs for 3 growing kids.
I understand kids are expensive, but this still feels unbalanced.
I'm sorry for making you struggle because my freelance income isn't stable.
Don't worry about that. I don't want you overworking and getting sick like at your previous job. It's amazing that you can earn money doing what you love. Don't worry about how much you make.
I'm not amazing at all. I can't even support my parents without your help. I'm such a useless husband. I'm sorry.
That's not true at all. Your design work is brilliant, and clients are starting to notice. These things take time.
But you're carrying most of our financial burden and helping my parents. What kind of son and husband am I?
It's about using our strengths. I love working, and I rely on you in other ways. There are many different ways for couples to support each other.
Sarah?
Remember how you took care of everything when I was sick last winter? Or how you handle all the home repairs that would cost us a fortune? Don't undervalue what you contribute.
You always know just what to say to make me feel better.
The monthly $1,000 is tough on our finances, but we can't abandon your parents. Emily said she'll review their finances to try to eliminate the need for our support. Let's work together and get through this for now.
You're right. My complaining won't change anything. I need to focus on what I can do, which is working harder to get more freelance jobs.
I'm counting on you. I need to get back to work now.
Right. I'll work hard, too. And Sarah, thank you for everything. I don't say it enough, but I really appreciate you.
That's what partners are for. We'll figure this out together. It's been a while, Emily. How's the financial management of your parents going? It's been almost 6 months since we started sending money. Have they gotten their finances in order?
Well, they haven't improved at all.
What?
Mom and Dad spend all the money we send. It's true what they say. Once your standard of living rises, it's hard to lower it.
That's concerning. What kind of expenses are they still making?
The usual, dining out, trips to see friends, shopping. They say they've earned the right to enjoy life after working so hard.
Don't talk like it's someone else's problem. Weren't you supposed to be managing their finances? Since you're not contributing money, I'd like you to handle that properly.
Excuse me?
You said you'd visit them twice a week and go through their expenses. What happened with that plan?
I've been trying, but they don't listen to me. Mom just says, we'll be more careful, and then does whatever she wants anyway.
We can't just keep sending money indefinitely.
What do you expect? I'm trying my best here. I'm overwhelmed with raising kids. It's mentally exhausting to visit my parents, manage their finances, and scold my own parents. Don't act so high and mighty just because you're giving more money.
I'm not trying to be high and mighty, but sending $1,000 every month is really tough for us. We're cutting back on our own food expenses to help your parents.
We're doing the same. We have 3 kids to feed. Everyone cuts back on food expenses.
That's for your own household expenses. We're cutting back to help your parents. We wouldn't need to do that without the support payments.
You sound like you're keeping score. Family helps family, period.
I'm not keeping score. I just expected to see some progress after 6 months.
Don't be so petty about money. You don't have kids, so you have financial flexibility, right?
That's not the point. Whether we have kids or not is irrelevant right now. I just want to discuss the support for your parents. Actually, if managing their finances is too much for you, should I take over instead?
What?
I've been hesitant since I'm just the daughter-in-law, but maybe an outsider like me can be more direct with them.
That's not necessary.
It might be more effective. Sometimes parents don't take their own children seriously about finances.
You're already sending $1,000 every month, Sarah. I need to handle at least this much.
But aren't you overwhelmed with childcare?
Even so, I'll manage it, so just keep sending the money. I'll let you know when the support is no longer needed. Let's end this conversation here.
I'm just trying to help find a solution.
I appreciate that, but I've got it under control. I'll talk to them again and be more firm this time.
All right, but please keep me updated on any progress.
I will. Thanks again for your help with the money. I've got to run. School pickup time.
Sarah, do you have a moment? This is awkward to ask, but could you increase the amount you're sending us? What? You want us to send even more? It's embarrassing, but your father-in-law and I just can't stop overspending. It's making our finances difficult, and we're even behind on our credit card payments. Credit card payments? What are you spending on that requires credit? Oh, you know, the usual things. We went on a small trip to visit our old friends last month, and I've been trying out some new restaurants with my friends. Living the same way every day gets so boring. Are you serious? I know it sounds frivolous, but mental health is important at our age. Keeping active and social prevents depression. I'm sorry to trouble you, but they say hard times are when families should help each other. We're trying our best too, so could you help us? Our support money isn't enough, so could you increase it starting next month? As the eldest son's wife, couldn't you send more than Emily's family? Isn't $1,000 enough? Huh? We're already sending $1,000 monthly. Are you saying that's not enough? $1,000? And Emily's family isn't contributing anything, so I don't understand why you're saying more than Emily's family. Wait a minute, what are you talking about? We only receive $100 per month from you. Excuse me? We only receive $100 monthly from your household. I wish we could get more, but Emily says you can't make Ken do that because his freelance work isn't stable. She says her family will cover more instead. Emily said that? Yes, she always emphasizes how you two can only manage $100, but it's okay because she and her husband are covering more. She's always talking about how responsible she feels as our daughter. I see. And exactly how much does Emily say they're contributing? So, we receive $100 monthly from you and Ken, and $300 from Emily's family. That's $400 total support per month. No, that's completely wrong. We send $1,000 every month. Emily's family contributes $0. She claimed they couldn't afford it because of their children, so we're paying the entire amount. What? We've been sending $1,000 to your account every month for the past 6 months. That's $6,000 total. But that's impossible! We've only been receiving $400 monthly, and Emily always gives it to us in cash. She said she combines both families' contributions to make it easier.
And in exchange, Emily's supposed to be managing your household finances, but something doesn't add up here.
I don't understand what's happening. Emily gives us the combined support in cash every month, but we've never received anything close to $1,000.
Can I visit you to sort this out? I want to thoroughly investigate what's going on. I've been wanting to check on your financial management situation anyway.
Of course.
Ken and I will come over tomorrow evening. Please keep our visit a secret from Emily, okay?
Why? Should I be worried?
Let's just say I need to verify some information first. Please don't mention this to Emily until after we've talked.
This sounds serious. I won't say anything to her.
Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. Hey Emily, what do you think about increasing the support amount? It seems the current amount isn't enough, but maybe it's too much?
No, I think it's fine. When a family is struggling, we should help each other. If you can afford it, please help my parents.
I'm glad you feel that way. So from now on, we'll send $200 monthly, and your family will send $300, right?
What?
That'll make the total support $500. Nancy and your dad have only been receiving $400 until now, so an extra $100 should help them a lot.
What are you talking about? Aren't we increasing the support to my parents? Why would we suddenly have to pay $300? And you're reducing your amount from $1,000 to $200? This makes no sense.
The only thing that doesn't make sense is you, Emily. How could you skim money from the support payments? That's just awful.
What?
Everything's been exposed. You've been secretly taking most of the $1,000 we've been sending for your parents.
What are you suddenly accusing me of? I would never do that.
I spoke directly with your parents. You give them cash every month, right? But I've been depositing money into your parents' account as you instructed. You even took their account and bank book away from them, didn't you? And you've only been giving them $400 in cash every month, claiming $300 was from you and your husband, while saying we could only afford $100 because Ken's freelance work is unstable.
Oh no, you know everything.
I told you everything's been exposed. You haven't contributed a penny but took credit with your parents while pocketing more than half of our money. You've been quite sneaky.
I can explain. It's not what you think.
I'd love to hear your explanation for stealing $600 every month from your parents' support money.
I wasn't stealing. I was just borrowing it temporarily. I was planning to pay it all back.
Borrowing without permission is called stealing, Emily.
Wait, how long have you known about this?
Just a few days. Nancy asked me to increase our support and things didn't add up. So I went to your parents' house and got to the bottom of it. Anyway, we'll increase the support as you agree we should, right? You were very enthusiastic about it.
That's not fair! You tricked me! We never said we wanted to increase it!
But you were strongly in favor of increasing it. You should help since you agreed. You've been taking $600 from our support money, so asking for $300 back is only half. You can handle that much, right?
This is ridiculous! Obviously, I've spent all that money on living expenses. There's no way I can suddenly start paying $300 monthly support.
What exactly were these living expenses that required stealing from your elderly parents?
The kids needed new winter clothes, and Tommy needed a laptop for school, and Lisa needed braces.
So you stole from your parents to pay for your children's expenses while claiming we weren't generous enough?
I didn't steal! I just reallocated the funds where they were needed most.
You'll have to manage somehow in the spirit of family support. Your parents can't make ends meet with their current support, and that's a fact. Take responsibility and help them.
Even if you say that, with 3 kids, our life is really difficult. Someone without children like you wouldn't understand.
There you go again with the "you wouldn't understand" excuse. You know what I understand perfectly well, the difference between right and wrong.
It's easy for you to judge when you're not struggling like we are.
You don't know how difficult our life is either, Emily. Supporting a husband with unstable freelance income is tough. Then having to find an extra $1,000 every month on top of that? If you're struggling financially, you should understand the value of every dollar.
Well, that's...
Not only did you refuse to help your own parents, but you actively took money meant for them and lied to everyone involved. How do you justify that?
I was desperate! Do you know how expensive childcare is these days? Or how much school activities cost? We're drowning in expenses.
Then you should have been honest about your situation instead of stealing and lying.
I didn't want anyone to know we were struggling. It's embarrassing.
More embarrassing than being caught stealing from your parents' support money?
You're being so cold. I thought you'd understand.
If you absolutely can't provide monthly support to your parents, could you pay back what you skimmed from our support in one lump sum?
Pay it back? You can't be serious.
That's $600 taken plus $300 of fake support, totaling $900 per month for 6 months, which comes to $5,400.
There's no way I have that kind of money. A lump sum payment is absolutely impossible.
You keep saying everything is impossible. You're being incredibly selfish. You need to take responsibility for what you've done. You have 2 options. Either help your parents with monthly support in exchange for us overlooking your embezzlement, or repay what you took to avoid the monthly support. That's it.
Those aren't real options. I can't do either.
Just pick one of the 2 options I gave you. We need to resolve this situation.
Fine, I'll send $300 monthly, but I can't start right away. I need to find a part-time job first.
You have until the end of the month to make your first payment, and I'll be checking with your parents to make sure they receive it.
This is so unfair. You're being heartless.
No, Emily, stealing from your elderly parents was heartless. I'm simply holding you accountable. I'm truly sorry about what Emily did, pretending to provide support and then taking your money. I'm deeply ashamed of her behavior. It's outrageous, but remember the root cause is your own behavior, Nancy. Your wasteful spending created this situation. None of this would have happened if you hadn't needed financial support in the first place. I have no excuse. You've been retired for 3 years now, correct? And you went through $20,000 in savings that quickly? We wanted to enjoy our retirement. We worked hard all of our lives. Looking at your finances, I see lots of unnecessary expenses. Let's cut your monthly trips to twice a year. Buy groceries at local supermarkets instead of premium stores. You need to prioritize strict budgeting. Such drastic cuts all at once? Couldn't we phase them in gradually? This isn't a negotiation. You either cut expenses or find ways to earn more. But it's so depressing to pinch pennies in retirement. I wanted to enjoy my golden years with some freedom. That sounds lovely, but you can say that once you're financially independent. It's not something people who rely on their son and daughter-in-law should be saying. Yes, I understand. I brought a budget planner for you. We need to track every expense moving forward. Every expense? Even small things like coffee? Especially small things. Those are often what add up the fastest. From now on, Ken will take over checking your finances instead of Emily. Please follow his instructions to improve your financial situation. Couldn't you manage our finances instead, Sarah? Why? Ken can be surprisingly strict. He says he'll only give us $100 at a time and make us bring receipts for everything before giving us another $100. That's too harsh. What are you talking about? That's not harsh at all. It's actually quite loving. It shows your son's deep affection in wanting to help you get your finances back on track. I understand his feelings, but he's just too strict with his parents. I'd be even stricter. I'm just an in-law, so I don't have the same emotional attachment. I'd enforce budget cuts much more severely. Would you prefer that? What? The envelope method might work well for you. You get cash divided into envelopes for different expense categories. When an envelope is empty, that's it for the month. That sounds like how we budgeted 40 years ago. Sometimes old methods work best. Ken is busy with increasing work lately. He's still making time to manage your finances. If you have complaints, we could always completely stop the support. That would be terrible! You have 2 choices. If you don't like being short on money, get jobs yourselves. If you don't want to work, review your finances and cut expenses. Those are your only options. I suppose we could look into part-time work. Do you think that's realistic at our age? Many retirees work part-time. It provides structure, social interaction, and supplemental income. It might be good for both of you. I'll discuss it with my husband. Maybe something 2 to 3 days a week wouldn't be too bad. That's a positive attitude. Let me know what you decide and we'll adjust the budget accordingly.
I really can't afford to send $300 monthly. With children, it's hard to find even an extra dollar.
Yes, I understand 3 kids must be expensive. Then could you tell your parents directly that you can't provide support?
Huh?
We're not planning to increase our support beyond $200 monthly. Your support is between you and your parents. You'll need to reach an agreement directly with them.
But they'll be so disappointed in me.
They already know what you did. The truth is out.
Don't be so cold. We received lots of gifts and celebration money for our kids from my parents. It's hard to tell them we can't help them now.
Yet it wasn't hard for you to steal money meant for their living expenses.
That's not fair. I was desperate.
Speaking of gifts, we've given plenty too, like those annual Christmas gift cards, $100 for each of your preschoolers. We only did it because you insisted it had to be $100, but thinking about it now, that was excessive. Considering the money you took from our support payments, we might skip the gift cards for a while.
What? That would be a problem. The holidays are expensive and those gift cards were an important source of money for us.
Source of money? We're not your personal ATM.
That's not what I meant. The kids look forward to those gift cards.
I'm sure they'd understand if they knew their mother was taking money from their grandparents.
Well, I understand that, but since you don't have children, couldn't you help us a little?
Because we don't have children, we're working longer and paying lots of taxes that go to support families with children. As for personal assistance, maybe build a relationship that makes me want to help you first.
Haven't we built that kind of relationship?
Not at all. This whole situation has made not just me, but Ken furious too. He says he doesn't want to see you for a while.
What?
He feels betrayed. Not only did you steal from your parents, but you made him look bad to them by claiming he could only afford $100.
I didn't mean to hurt him. I was just trying to explain why we were contributing more.
Except you weren't contributing anything. It was all lies.
I'll apologize to him. Please, tell him I'm sorry.
Take care of yourself. I know it's tough juggling childcare and work, but let's both do our best.
Sarah, please, don't just cut me off like this.
I think we all need some space right now. Focus on your commitment to your parents and rebuilding trust. That's the only way forward.
I never meant for things to get this bad.
Yet here we are. Actions have consequences, Emily. I hope you've learned that. Ken's parents, Nancy and her husband, got tired of Ken's strict financial management and decided they'll get part-time jobs to cover what their pension doesn't. They told us they don't need our support anymore and promised never to trouble us again, so our payments have stopped. However, Emily's family is still being asked for support by her parents, who tell them, "We've given you so much for your children's celebrations and other occasions. You should return the favor." I hear they're reluctantly paying $300 monthly. To come up with that money, Emily is exhausted from working part-time every day after dropping her kids at daycare. Apparently, all her part-time income goes to daycare fees and the support payments.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.